Junhua presenting the private link redirect map. So I don't know if you guys had a chance to take a look at that, but a really good presentation. There were a couple of questions around priority, if I remember, in the priority field. So, oh, here it is, clarification on prayer. So Prince and Junhua and Riff, we're going to go ahead and clear that up. And I believe that one is still open. I need to check that. And then Junhua was going to work on the SAI headers. So this was the presentation and a snippet from it anyway. And then, from the last time we had met, we had completed 3, 9, and to do. This is just kind of our keyword. The in progress and the awaiting review are really starting to climb. So that's interesting. And then just the longer notes here, if this is all of our project items, quite a few waiting for review, and then the full notes. So I guess, and of course, here's, the link to go ahead and view the recordings or the recaps. But I'm curious if anyone has one they want to start with today. Okay, so I thought what I was curious about is I did get I think TCS here is on the line, and I was gone, so I didn't have a chance to look at this. But Satya, did you want to maybe cover your idea for number 38 that you're working on, or the feedback you were looking for?
Yeah, hi, Christina.
Hey.
Thanks for this. Actually, we were thinking to come up with a solution for dynamic ACLs, but as per the last discussion with the Prince, we understood that something on DPUs as a solution. We are looking in dash contributions. Even though it is mentioned at a high level, it is only gNMI and SAI mapping mentioned in the issue 38. But we are looking for a DPU based solution. Keeping that in mind, we saw in an open issue under SONiC, not under Dash. There is an open issue under SONiC 1940, 1940, which is asking for gNMI, gNOI splitter. So for that, can we provide a solution in Dash under issue 38? At a high level, we want to come up with an implementation or a solution for the SONiC Dash corresponding SAI mappings for this gNMI and gNOI splitter. The logic could be splitting or translating, executing the network management and the operational requests. And we are planning to come up with a splitter which is starting from the gNMI dash container and could be configured till the DPUs, till SAI mappings. This is our thought. If this is making sense, we will go ahead and we'll start working on it.
Okay. And so I have to admit, I don't have the deep knowledge of SONiC to see if that's something they'd want to pursue. Camille, would you happen to know? Kudnik?
Yeah, I mean, for the ACL of that, I'm not aware of. I'm not in that topic.
Okay, all right. So do you think this is something, this would probably be a Prince or a Riff item to cover?
Yeah, I think that would be a good point to start.
Okay, all right. So again, Satya, I did just get back from vacation, so I'll try and run this down for you by Friday or so and see if I can help to cover that. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So thanks for your patience too. I just got back.
Thank you.
So did anyone else on the call have one you wanted to cover before we just start going through the items? Raleigh, do you know if Riff is there?
Yeah, Riff is here, so you might want to go back to the previous comment.
Okay.
If he is still available.
Hey, Riff, can we pick your brain on something?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, okay. So, we do have TCS trying to contribute for Dash issue 38, and it had to do with the ACLs. And they had a proposal here where they did notice a different issue in the SONiC repo 1940, and that's here. And they were wondering if this approach that they had implementing a splitter, etc. Satya, I'll let you kind of cover it while I poke around at this, but can you reiterate what you said, Satya?
Yeah, sure. In SONiC, we saw an open issue and 1940 saying that gNMI and gNOI splitter. The parent issue for this is individual DPU upgrade in smart switch, that is under 1880. Okay. So keeping 1940, SONiC 1940 in mind, we want to provide a solution under gNMI OpenConfig open issue, that is under SONiC Dash issue number 38, which is asking for providing a northbound gNMI OpenConfig Dash-related schema and mapping to SAI. This is under issue 38 in SONiC Dash.
Yeah, right.
For this, we want to take 1940 SONiC 1940 open item as a solution. We want to provide solution for that under SONiC Dash. Our proposal is to implement a gNMI gNOI splitter under SONiC Dash till SAI mappings. So the splitter replicates the data that forwards right from gNMI gNOI configuration still SAI or the DPUs configured and or the data processes that are independently mapped to the SAI. Right from gNMI to SAI, the implementation will goes on. So if this is making sense, we want to proceed further and we want to give a solution.
Satya, I think so. Yeah, I think let me try to confirm. The gNMI splitter thing. So in my understanding, this is how the gNMI splitter works. So basically, gNMI splitter runs on the smart switch NPU. Okay, runs on the NPU side. And what it does is then it provides a unified interface. Is basically you can think it is previously gNMI interface, right? Or gNMI server. Then you can use to program all the DPU. Oh, sorry, all the NPU side of the config DBs or everything. So the gNMI splitter, what does it do is that when you actually receive a request, and then request has a DPU inside of it, the path, like gNMI path, right? So you have a DPU inside of it. So it recognizes that and then move that request or forward that request to a gNMI, not splitter, but to a gNMI or gNI server that is dedicated for the DPU. So yeah, and so what does it do is literally just splits the DPU side of the request, right, going to the SWSs, and then whatever the configuration lands on the DPU side of the gNMI will be forwarded to SWSs, and SWSs will program everything, just like normal. Okay, so what do we have today in Dash is that we have the KVM, and that actually has the gNMI interfaces already. Okay, so the gNMI interface is taking the SONiC model. It's not taking the OpenConfig, and once a splitter is running, so I don't think today we actually connected the splitter to the KVM, right? Because then in a smart switch like the virtual switch, we actually have two KVM. One simulates NPU, one simulates DPU, right? So I don't think those two services are actually connected together at this very moment. However, if we connect them together, the pipeline will start to work from the splitter to the DPU. So I think the issue that in the 30 in 32, yeah. So this should be the issue.
Okay.
Yeah, which is actually provide northbound gNMI DASH-related schema. So this one, if we use KVM, it's already supported. And
Okay.
but it only supports using the gNMI with you know the SONiC like Dash API and protobuf based you know the contract. So the ones we are not supporting is actually the OpenConfig. So when we look at when at least for me, if my understanding of this this issue is that is there anyone you know or is it possible to add the OpenConfig schema but not the gNMI schema? Maybe my understanding is wrong. Okay, maybe because this one
That
has
is
been
what actually our initial understanding with issue number 38. We asked the same with the Prince as per our last conversation. What he conveyed is as under any contribution under dash, it should be some DPU specific solution. So
yeah. So so the
that's
KVM.
Yes.
I see. Yeah. So the Dash KVM that we provide actually have the you know the SONiC pipeline integrated, although it's not on the Dash repo because it's SONiC, right? So but the KVM by itself you can actually find it in the SONiC VS. So it's under the platform like VS. So if you build a SONiC VS, you'll see the flavor like Dash. So you just go into the KVM and run some command to enable the Dash pipeline, and that's pretty much it. It's a service, so you just do the system control like start to get the Dash started. That's pretty much it. But other
we are
things.
targeting for VS only, like pipeline as VS only.
Yeah,
our target
it's
is
VS.
VS.
Yeah, because Dash is a software pipeline, right? So
Yeah.
in order to run the BMV2 is a software pipeline. That's why it's built inside the VS.
So can I'll repeat and please correct me if I'm wrong. Under issue number 38, we can come up with any open config YANG that till SAI mapping. Provide a solution for any open config YANG schema.
Yeah, so I think that part we really don't have it. So currently the Dash is not supporting using the OpenConfig YANG model to program it, because the OpenConfig YANG that is different from the SONiC YANG, and also is an I don't know if it actually has you know the Dash objects model in there as well. So that's very different. But if we just looking at the gNMI part, then pipeline we actually partially have it. Well, it's not connected with a splitter, then it is true.
Okay, this splitter part I understood. But say suppose if we won't have routing interfaces open config YANG schema under our current implementation, if we pick that YANG schema open config routing interfaces YANG schema, and if we start providing a solution from a writing Dash APIs, corresponding Dash APIs, and come up with the SW OrchAgent and all those stuff till SAI API, will that make sense as part of issue number 38?
Yeah, I think that probably will makes more sense. And I think in the community there is there is a gNMI service that based on OpenConfig YANG. And if you look at the SONiC management repo, SONiC management framework repo, it actually has a you know you use a translate inside to translate the OpenConfig into you know the SONiC.
I have config, yes.
Right. So if we are thinking about using the OpenConfig, we can probably like look into that and see how to integrate. Yeah. So that's my understanding.
I'll quickly come up with a write-up. Could you please review it and please let me know if that is making sense? Then we'll proceed and start implementing the solution.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. So feel free to send me, or forward me email or send me the link. I'll do that.
Sure. Thanks.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks for letting us pick your brain there, Riff.
Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, happy to help.
Yeah. And so I was curious, Riff, the ones that Junhwa's working on, we should probably just let him keep doing his thing. He's got quite a few in progress, so and
Right.
waiting review. So just him and Xiaofeng, just let them keep doing their thing.
Mhm.
And then we had a couple of, I don't know if Lawrence is on the call, but I know these awaiting review. I think that this one, Jing is still working on the HA test plan, and Lawrence is working on this issue for removing objects to free up a bit of resources on the chip. And this one here, I believe, needs a SONiC management test. I think that one of the guys from Nvidia asked for a Sasha asked for a SONiC management test for the implementation. So I have to check with Sundar. And then let's see, these are just awaiting review. And we did get quite a bit done though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. We got another 7 done in the last 2 weeks, that I was out. And I'll go ahead and go through the rest of these. I haven't quite finished everything yet. And then we have a lot of new ones here that we're working on. So a lot of work happening in the repo. And I need to figure out the right way to report on it. Of note though, 2 interesting ones, extend reboot script for rebooting Smart Switch got finished. So that was, Sasha and Vivi worked on that one. And then this one here, I believe Cisco and we're working on, I think Vasundara was working on these to enhance the test case. These have been pretty long going ones. So, and then we also got the dash 10 floating NIC changes one done. So that's good. I did have a couple where way back, maybe 7 months ago, I was trying to fix the inbound routing, but because we had a question on whether we needed something in our documentation, but I think Riff had mentioned it would affect all the downstream tables. Riff and Marian mentioned that to me. So I just closed those because I know we've had more subsequent inbound routing updates lately. So it's been a big topic of discussion. And I was curious, Murali, do you know how Fred is doing on, he has one here that I wanted to check on. He was waiting for something. I gotta find it. But
The SW BusD update.
yeah,
right? I think,
yeah.
So I think the initial set of
Here, this one,
functionality is
sorry.
in play already. That's under integration and yeah. So I think this one is still open. I think Riff and Oliver probably are in reviewing mode here, right?
I think Riff wanted a review from
Zgan,
and
maybe,
then I'm not sure who these two are here.
So I'll just start with
Jing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I know Fred's working on that one from the Cisco team, and then so there's a lot of stuff going on. I guess Marian, did we need to update the ones you're working on about the where are they here? The session parameter bounce back and the underlay TTL. Are these super high priority or?
Not really, but I will be publishing probably next week because this week is a short one, an update to Riff's design a companion pull request that has behavioral model updates for floating NIC because that's the highest priority. I think it's ready. It turned out to be not that big, so we'll review it next week.
Okay, all right.
Priority.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'll just send the ones to you offline and email. That'd be great. That sounds interesting, though. I look forward to seeing that. Yeah, so that's about all I have for this week. I've been kind of playing catch up a little bit.
I had a
And-
question around that
Sure.
independent DPU upgrade riff.
Uh-huh.
I know we had a community call on that. Do we know where that is? It's still in review mode, I think.
I think it's in
The DPU
draft, I thought. Let me look here.
is in draft or review? Okay.
You say bring, that's BYOD. Let me find it while you guys talk, yeah.
So,
Yeah,
is that
that's a-
targeted for 2025-05 riff?
I think so. Yeah.
I found it here.
Still open.
Yeah.
Okay.
And see, this one mostly is actually merged.
Oh boy, sorry, I don't mean to sit and scroll in front of you guys. Yeah, so I wasn't sure. I was asking, did we need a review on this one a couple of weeks ago? I think we have Chi Gang. So that's where it is, Morali.
906. Okay. Let me look at that.
Okay, yeah. All right, so I feel like I've finished my stuff here. Did you guys have anything you wanted to discuss particularly? Okay, then it's 9:24. Oh, hey, Murcia, I didn't notice you had joined. I almost ended the call. Murcia, did you want me to send these along, these baby hero test scale and the the terminate pipeline when action drop is these ones that we've been looking at for a while?
No, let's keep them open. I'll come to them.
Okay, all right. Well, thanks everyone for coming. I guess I can close the call and give you half hour or 45 minutes, 15 minutes back.
Thanks, Christina.
Okay, thanks everyone for coming.
Thanks, Christina. Thank you.
Hey, have a great day.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. You too.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.